matter if I'm young. This life isn't mine. I'm living for 'em now. I ain't wasting time.
This is truly an exciting time for us to link up with people that we barely see, that we see once or twice a year. And so I'm just super excited to see God move like he's never done, and just to have all of us together and cry together, laugh together, worship God together, pray together, and just truly allow him to bring his presence here on earth.
What I expect from this conference is just for people to have a good time and to be empowered. You know, have a good time in that, you know, enjoy the fellowship that we do have with each other.
Put on your thinking caps. I'm the type, make you bring it back. That's the type writer, find a diamond at the end of every line. I'm a kite, fly your pals, hit spot them like a Dalmatian. I be with my dogs like I fight fires. It's a trip, bro, cause all these cats got me mixed up. Something like ligers.
And the ARC serves people with intellectual and developmental disabilities and their families. Our core service is one-on-one advocacy, and we're all about people with disabilities reaching their fullest potential. So focusing on the positive and making sure that they have a good life, helping them to make it a good life. So that's really what we're all about at the ARC. And our thrift stores make sure that we have those services available for families.
Yeah, say hi, Mom.
If you are going to be a leader that is Christ-driven leader who is representing Christ as an ambassador to your community, to the nations, to Africa, and a person who is making a Christ-centered impact on other people, the first place where that whole conversation starts is in the life of integrity.
If you're single, and you've even been single for a long time, my encouragement to you is I do not want you to loathe your singleness. Do not look at it as a bad thing.
We are experiences. Our life is a living example and testimony. Tonight I was praying, and throughout the night I hear this word: nothing is impossible. That is the second word of any word I hear. Nothing is impossible to God.
Because the way that I can tell BC now that girl, this one to walk on, I can't tell you, I don't know you know, but I can tell you, hey honey, I noticed this. Y'all don't want to be too nosy, I don't want to pry, but here's some resources that work. Someone I think that maybe you can relate to, let me just give it to you. You should always come with not only, don't give someone a solution, give people options.
As Christians and as believers, like what do we understand in terms of, gender, if that makes sense.
So I guess it's just something because our society, all society is obsessed with sex and marriage, and like so. I think it's a kind of sin/struggle that we've placed on a pedestal, but it's as equal and as confusing as all other kinds of sin, right? So.
And why do I feel like in this society I can't be black and African?
And so you gotta ask yourself, why is it not okay for you to be who you are? Who told you that it was something wrong with that?
It's what is the most challenging aspect about merging two cultures?
So when we got married and I realized how close my mother-in-law lived, I was like, oh, this will be fine. You know, I'll see her when we go over maybe one Sunday out of the home. She used to just walk into our house.
Okay. I like my mom being close.
If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before to come up, I ain't stressing. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings. Count it up. Line them up. Swear the sun shining on me, get my heart up, no matter that trouble surrounding us. They don't see that it's a lot of us. Everybody.
So growing up, all of us always felt like we were getting like dragged to ACF, you know what I mean? But I just want to say, if it wasn't for ACF, I wouldn't be the person I am today for sure.
When we graduated from college in 2014, we talked about how we really want ACF to be sustainable, right?
The founders of ACF were in your age bracket when ACF was conceived. And those are now your parents. And they were in their 20s as college students when this whole vision of ACF came about. I want to say thank you to you for keeping the vision of ACF moving forward.
The vision for the term that we have in 2015 and 2017 is the Christ-driven development of young adults into exemplary leaders, professionals, ambassadors to impact their immediate communities and African nations. So as you can see, there's a lot of similarities to the ACF mission statement. Again, being YA, we're still a part of ACF. How we see ACF may be slightly different, but we're all trying to achieve the same thing, making an impact in our world, making an impact in Africa. That's the main thing.
And you guys are looking so good. Everybody's wearing their colors, wearing their suits, wearing their jackets. Give yourselves a round of applause.
I don't do it for the pesos. With the blood that I've been going, everything paid for. Gotta trust in his name, no. Even if it means living like a scapegoat. Real talk, a lot of y'all sound the same, no. For the fortune and fame, yo, I know how the game goes. Same old, same old. Save face, don't save soul. Imitate those same flows. Like.
For complete conference footage, visit acfusaya.org.
My business, yeah, got it made. I'll be doing my